In this special edition of the Line Speed Jedi Variety Program, I'm going to show you why I dislike the double spay for dry lines. I'm going to show you a much better cast, at least one that I prefer. Anybody else think that the double spay with the long line, I'm talking 50 foot on a 13-foot rod, does anybody else feel like it's super inefficient? It's really hard to get the fly ass end pointed towards the target lined up with the D-loop without a lot of work and concentration. It doesn't seem like a good cast or an efficient cast unless it's with a short head, maybe a sink tip like a Skagit line, so the fly can pirouette around and be lined up in the correct position. For me, it's really difficult with this longer line to get a nice anchor because I don't think this cast is really designed for perfect anchors. I think it's a kind of a faulted cast. Does that sound crazy? Is that a sacred cow that I shouldn't be kicking over? Or does anybody else feel that way? I feel that way. It's trickier. You know, we always talk, well, the single spay is tough to time. But with a lot of practice, single spay seems way more scalable. You can do a lot if you practice a lot. But with a double spay, it's like, and I do have a long leader, it's probably 17, 18 feet on here, 52-foot line, but it just feels like it should be a little organized. And so the only way I've been able to do it is come around at a moderate speed, kind of a steep angle, and almost like I'm rotating my body for a single spay, so I can like get everything up, drift up high, and softly straighten that anchor without putting too much energy in this part. Kind of just drift after the climbing curve, drifting up, straightening out, and then casting. And then it's like, it's still not a real tight anchor. Maybe it's a light enough anchor to get the job done, but it feels to me like it's not really the most efficient cast for long lines. So I'll try to do a couple and we'll see how they turn out. Hey, that was okay. Snap C is kind of the same way. Okay. My anchor was too far downstream. I got the cast off, but it was poor. Well, snap C, it's the same issue. Double spay is harder to time, hard to get a straight anchor. It's just kind of a great cast for shorter lines, but this is a little, I think I just need to really work at it and practice it, although I don't like the cast. So anyway, I would like to hear what everybody thinks. I would like to hear your guys' opinion, or if you like the cast or don't like, or you think I'm making excuses, or am I on the right track? Is it like, because like if, for instance, I could do a parry poke, which people don't like for some reason. It's a great cast. It might take a little more time, but so if I did a snake poke, I can get my anchor out in front of me, aligned correctly with the butt of the fly pointing at the target. And then I can sweep and cast, and if the whole, the anchor's already straightened out. So if I go, I'll try it. Okay, there's my anchor. Jump it. Peel. Okay. So much power in that because it's lined up. I think that's a superior cast, and it takes about just as much time. And I can tell you another thing about the snake poke. When I was in Alaska, the snake poke saved the day, and it was like really strong winds hitting me in the back, snow and rain at my back. So I could fish, but it wasn't going to be a cast where I could do any kind of a good cast. So what I would do is I would snake poke it, but it was an ugly snake poke. It wasn't like a cool, pretty one, but it was very effective. And the way I did it was like this. Swing down to the dangle. Lay it out like that. Punch it. Sweep back. And just smash it. And all that water tension and that anchor lined up made a cast that I could fish with in like really snotty winds, really bad. And I was able to cast effectively and fish. It's a better waterborne cast than the double spay as far as I'm concerned. You can get that anchor way out in front of you. I'm like 3 feet off the bank. Yeah. 5 feet off the bank, maybe. So this is why I like the snake poke. So if you get that anchor way out in front and then dump your line, do the poke, you can peel as hard as you possibly can, as long as you keep a low profile, and get a super powerful cast. Hey, super powerful. I'll try to do one in view. That cast is so powerful. Who invented that? It's either like Tyler Kushner or Ed Ward or what's the other guy? That Giro, the guy who has his North American fly fishing for him. One of those guys. That's why I saw it on Spey pages. And I think it was Kushner. He said he'd been fishing with Ed Ward. And that is a fabulous cast.